Every struggle writes its own ending. This is hers. Struggle defines the Handmaid's Tale, and the final chapter reminds us that even the most agonizing resistance can yield results. June Osborne has lived in the shadows of dictatorship, endured the weight of brutality, and fought tooth and nail against a world that sought to break her. But as Gilead's walls crumble, we realize that victory isn't necessarily loud. It can be silent, bloody, and full of sacrifice. The Handmaid's Tale series finale, Season 6, Episode 10, titled The Handmaid's Tale, will air on Hulu on Tuesday, May 27th, 2025 at 12 a.m. Eastern. For viewers in Paris, Central European Summer Time, this is 6 a.m. This episode marks the end of the critically acclaimed series, which premiered back in 2017. How is Handmaid's Tale going to end? Let's explore more about it. Survive the story? Now join the rebellion. Subscribe now. The previous episode, Exodus, included a critical turning point in which June and her fellow handmaids staged a daring revolution. In the penultimate episode, June Osborne led a major uprising against Gilead's authority. June and Moira disguised themselves as handmaids and infiltrated High Commander Wharton and Serena Joy's wedding, distributing concealed switchblades to the other handmaids. Rita helped by lacing the wedding cake with sedatives to make the guests unconscious. This brave act resulted in the assassination of Commander Bell and a meeting with Aunt Lydia, who, moved by Jamie and June's pleas, permitted the handmaids to go. This episode isn't simply about revolt, it's about what happens next. When you win the war, what do you do with the remains? Freedom isn't a bow wrapped around a triumph. It's messy, it's uncertain, and it necessitates accountability, contemplation, and resolve. June, having led a victorious insurrection, now faces the problems of selecting her destiny in a world still reeling from Gilead's grip. Serena's belief in Gilead's reformability is undermined following the events during her wedding. Her future decisions will be key in defining the new social-political landscape. Aunt Lydia's surprise decision to allow the handmaids to escape suggests a shift in her loyalties, which could pave the way for her involvement in the next version of the Testament. Nick's allegiance remain vogue. His previous actions have demonstrated both support for June and participation with Gilead's leadership, making his true intentions uncertain. The series finale is expected to wrap up the characters' journeys while laying the basis for The Testament, a successor series based on Margaret Atwood's novel. Resistance, redemption, and the fight for justice are expected to be important themes as the story continues. Truth deserves a voice, so let it be yours by subscribing to our channel now.